What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm really excited about two Spectra cards that are in here. There's also a rookie that I'm going to be heavily targeting this offseason, and I think he's going to be one of the best buys this offseason that you can see a short-term and a long-term return. So, some good cards here. Make sure you stick around to check those out. But before we do that, let's check out this fire background. We're starting off on the right side over here with Catino the Cat Mobley. This is a Spectra Radiant card numbered out of 10. So Catino is my PC, the only guy I PC, and my all-time favorite NBA player, ever. So current, past, whatever, it's Catino Mobley. He's still playing. He plays in the Big Three, so you can check him out there. A great guy, great guy. Follow him on Instagram, all of that. Next to him, Cam Reddish, NBA Hoops rookie from the last video. We got into a lot of details about Cam Reddish and this RJ Barrett NBA Hoops in the last video. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you go back and check that one out. On the left over here, we have our Zion Williamson rated rookie. It's the Donruss rated rookie, not the Optic. So this one is actually quite affordable. It's under $30, so $20 to $30. If you can get it you can usually get it under 20 if the centering is not that great, but I would pay a little bit more and get something that's well centered because it just looks nicer. And Zion's one of those players that he has the potential to be one of those, dynasty, era type players that don't come along that often. And, if that ends up happening, you're going to want to get that card graded. And if it's not centered well, you're going to be disappointed. So it makes more sense to shell out $5 or $10 to make sure you get one that's centered really well, because there's a lot that are not. In the middle, we picked up this Zion Green Emergent. It's a Prism insert from this year. We picked it up for about $36. And they're probably going for about $50 now. They'll just keep going up and up. And I think these green emergents look so good. I wish I had the Luka. The Luka goes for like $150. So great background today. And I had some honorable mentions as well. So I was considering, not putting the Catino up there and replacing him with one of these Zions. Maybe it's foreshadowing for what's in here. But this is the Mosaic insert. It's the NBA debut. Not as good as the base, and this is the Instant Impact. So this is on the kind of the same level. This is a base as the Emergent, and I've seen the Instant Impacts go for a little bit more than the Emergent, but personally I love the way the Emergent looks better, so that's why you don't see me picking up too many of these. I feel like the picture's bigger. It just looks like a nicer card. So honorable mentions, boom. Before we get into these, special shout out to all my patrons. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. If any of you guys would like to support the channel and see what I'm buying right when I buy it, check me out on Patreon. Let's get into this fire. It looks like we have a throw-in. So Joe Ingles. I love the way these base shine on these illusion cards. Really nice. We have a whole bunch of Durants like this. And the base look nice. So if you have a player that you like, whether it's a veteran or a rookie, it's a good low-end card to get because it shines so nicely, just like the Revolutions. We won't spend too much time talking about Joe Ingles because this is what I bought. So this is the second one you've seen me pick up. It's a Luka Doncic Luminance. And this one was about $4.50 and the other one was about $2 and something. And it's just a cool action shot. The writing, it's just a unique card. It's different and it's super cheap. Luka second year cards, they go up. So when the third year ones come out, people will want the second year. So it's worth getting now because in 5 or 6 years, you're really not going to be able to get them. And, no guarantees that they'll all go up, but it's worth taking a chance on, and I love Luka, so there we go. Let's get into this next one. Here it is. Boom! Jimmy Butler, Spectra base in the Heat jersey from this year. I would expect this card to go up. It was only like $7 or $8, and just look at the quality of this card. It looks so nice. You can tell it costs a lot more to make something like this than something like that. Spectra, just look so good. So if this card doesn't go up, from the $7 or $10 that I paid for it, it'll definitely just be a PC card for me. And I just like it a lot. I think Spectra is one of the best, high-end sets that you can get, and the singles, you can find good deals. So you just kind of have to search, and sometimes it's good to just search for Spectra rookie or Spectra in general, and just see what's out there. You'll find some hidden gems. Sometimes things will be misspelled, and things are all over the place on eBay. So you can definitely find deals if you take the time to look. Or you can just check me out on Patreon and see what I'm buying right when I buy it, and you can just go copy that. But I don't recommend that. I recommend you buying cards that you actually like, players that you actually like. Don't just follow what I'm doing. It's all fun. Yes, I think this is the last one. So this was $18, and it is the Kevin Durant Prism Chronicles update. Let's take that off. You can't even see his face. But this card is, it's one of my favorite cards already. I think this is the 4th or 5th one that I've picked up. We got one for as low as like 12, and we got like a whole bunch of other cards with it. But for the most part, these were going for 20 when I was picking them up on Patreon. And now they're up to about 30. And the silver is going crazy. It's like almost at 200. So this card is really nice. You always have to check the centering, if you're going to consider grading it. And a lot of people have been messaging me and asking when to sell this card. And I think the answer is right before the season starts. So we don't want to take a chance of Durant playing and, it taking a while for them to get, their chemistry together with a new coach, 2 new players, all these, role players who are performing as superstars. It might take them a little while to get going, and we don't want that to decrease his value. But going into the season, they'll be contenders, and I think that is when it's a really good time to sell. So I'll probably sell half of the ones that I have going into the season, and then take a chance on the rest, which should have already been covered by these. So I can see this going to about $50, $60 at least by then. And so hope for the best. If some kind of crazy news story breaks, or they trade for someone and they're instant contenders and all of a sudden the cards spike, then that's the right time to sell. And I won't have time to tell you guys. So you need to make sure, that you're kind of in the back of your mind, you're like, hey, Durant's doing really well right now in the media, so let me go check the prices on eBay. Oh, they're really high, maybe I should sell. So you guys do need to do that, because by the time I post these videos, sometimes it might be too late. With Tyler Herro, it was only up for 2 days, and then from 75 they crashed back down to 35 for those Prism bases. So Kevin Durant, really recommend this card to anybody that's looking to spend like $30 and get one card. This is the card that you should get. It looks like we have more Kevin Durant. Nicely packaged in a single top loader. I like these because they're good for the thick cards that don't come in top loaders. So sometimes I reuse these, and I never buy this size. But Kevin Durant, Illusions, I love the way these base look. I have so many of these now, and they just shine so nicely, guys. And this was about, I think it was $10 for this lot. So 10 plus shipping, about $2 a card, and just look at the way that shines. Maybe I'll make this the thumbnail, but this is the same, but it's Joe Ingles, so not that great. But you sell the Durants all at the same time. If they go up, maybe these will take longer to go up, but they're so nice looking. I've been looking for some Lukas, but they're a little bit more expensive. I think Durant's a little under the radar. So if there's any players you like, I highly recommend these, because they just look so nice, and you know, if you're giving gifts or you have kids, I think these cards are really like it's the right price and they look good. Let's put them right there. Look how nice that looks. All right, now we're getting into some more juicy stuff. Gotta be a little careful. Love it. Kevin Durant, Spectra. So same year, you know, everything same kind of set base as this Jimmy Butler. First year Heat, first year Nets. Kevin Durant, Spectra, 2019-20. Beautiful card. I love these Spectra cards, guys. And these actually look like they're in good condition. And I guess you check the centering from here. The centering seems really bad, but maybe that's the design. I'm not sure. I have to look at some more because both of these look bad. So, but for $8, $7, you know, half the price of this, and this is Spectra. It's probably a lot shorter print than this one. Well, this is a Chronicles update, so I don't know, but I would imagine Spectra in the long term will hold its value just as well as a Prism and significantly better than any of these other ones. So Kevin Durant Spectra, look for Spectra cards, guys. I guess people don't search for them on eBay, so they're always way cheaper than they should be. So highly recommend Spectra cards, highly recommend Kevin Durant, and some of these other guys too, Jimmy Buckets and Luka. So last, but definitely not least, and I really like this card, and I'm going to be looking at more if they haven't gone up. So let's check that out after this video. But boom! Zion Williamson, Emergent Base. So the base version of that, and this card was only $12, so a third of what that one cost, $36 and $12. And I think I have two of these already, and I wasn't sure, you know, I knew the Emergence would go up from, you know, $5 and $10, but I wasn't sure exactly how crazy they would go. And Zion hasn't moved too much. This was $5 when I bought the other two, and, you know, it's about $12 now, so it's doubled, which is great. But the Lukas that we bought for about $6 and $12, those have gone up to $65 and $75 or something crazy like that. And I have one or two of those. I think I have at least two of those. But they're rookie cards, even though they don't say rookie. They're Prism, so they're in the same set as this, even though this is Chronicles update. You guys know what I'm talking about. But Zion Williamson, he's so cheap for some reason right now because he really hasn't played that much in the grand scheme of things, considering, you know, that the NBA season was extended. He's been around for so long, and he just hasn't played that much. But if he is healthy and he plays, he's going to turn so many heads, and his stock is going to go way, way, way up. So Zion over Ja for me, 100%. I feel like Ja's a little bit overpriced, and Zion is just actually he's way underpriced. I don't think this card should be 12 when Luka is 65 with the potential that Zion has. So it's worth taking the risk to me. I don't think it would drop more than, you know, and if he were to get injured long term, maybe it would drop to like $5. But I would take that chance. I took the chance on that one. I'm super excited. You know, I'd probably get that one graded if it looks good. If you guys would like to grade cards, hit me up on Instagram. I send cards to PSA. All the prices, there's a post on there. All the details are on there. I treat your cards like my own, so check that out. Check out the description for links to supplies if you want top loaders. You know, always keep these guys handy. Sleeves, top loaders. Great links in the description for this mat, all that fun stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.